Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, semi peoples and my guys, look alive, look alive. It's your boy, Act Reacher, Judge Galvatron presiding. You are all my witnesses and jury. You may all be seated if you're not seated already. Let's get into it. Um, First off, before we present the cases on the docket, stay ready, man. Tell the people where they can find you at and stuff like that.
You can Google me, Stay Ready Boxing TV. I ain't that hard to find. Real simple. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? STAYREADYBOXING TV. Pull right up. It's as simple as ABC 1 2 3. The Jackson 5. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cadillac Red, man. Tell the people where they can find yourself at, sir.
Shit, y'all already know what it is. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Right here on YouTube, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. We bullshitting on the Beltway. Salute to the usual suspects. It's the usual suspect Ting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Judge Galvatron, you see I got my Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying, court festival suit on and shit. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy free, baby. Hey, ladies, you want me to make you drink? Ladies? Okay. Let's get it.
Guilty. Damn. Jay Steele, tell the people where they can find you at.
And y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated defender slash prosecutor. You know what I mean? Back for another one, episode 20 of Boxing Night Court. You know what I mean? Salute to the jury. Salute to, you know what I mean, the usual suspects. Once again, it's a usual suspect Ting. You know what I mean? Big up Back Region 45. You know what I mean? For opening up the platform, uh, creating this dope show that we have here in Boxing Night Court. You know what I mean? It's a pleasure to be a part of this and whatnot. You know what I mean? And yeah, salute to the prosecution wearing that Bill Cosby sweater and whatnot. But I see it got some stains on it, and hopefully, if we get to that second case, you don't get another stain. But it is what it is. Your favorite, yet your most hated.
Oh God, man, I can't with Steels, man. We gotta give Steels a vacation, man. I can't. Yo, Jamaican Challenge, salute, bro. Salute to Tay Tay Brown. Salute to Shade Girl. Salute to everybody in the jury coming through. Renee Bachshun, you know what I mean? He's real adamant in the jury. So, yeah, we gonna, as y'all start coming in and falling in, we not gonna be able to, shout out the comments and stuff like that. But salute to everybody that falls in now and later. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely click on your comments as we rocking out with the cases. Uh, First case on the docket.
First case on the docket, the LDBC versus Tiafimo Lopez.
I would like to recap that case, and I would like to bring in other people on that docket, Your Honor. I would like to add Team Fury and Top Rank.
It's a RICO case.
This is a RICO case, Your Honor.
Prosecutor, how do you feel about counselor? How do you feel about this, Counselor Red?
I'm defending. T.O. and them. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right, Steels, right? I'm defending.
Yeah, I'm assuming Mac is prosecuting since he added people on.
Yeah, right.
I don't agree to those charges. I'm not prepared to defend. Nor am I prepared to defend Top Rank. I came to have proper defense for Tiafimo Lopez. And
he has a point
that he has going on. This RICO case and these charges. I'm actually, if my memory serves me correct, I'm actually on the other side of the RICO. but Teofimo did not do what he's being charged of. So that's why I'm here to defend him.
Since
Would you
he's
like-
not prepared, Your Honor, I will give him 1 week to get prepared. But we can go ahead.
You can meet at immediate. Hold on, stay ready. Do you want me at immediate, and I'll defend Top Rank and Teofimo Lopez, and we can leave Tyson Fury out of it?
Tyson Fury is already a part of one RICO case where he already got.
That's what I'm saying. We can
So he's getting added to another RICO case. So this time we throwing the book at Tyson Fury. But this is the whole team, and not just Tyson. This is the whole team.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll defend Top Rank in TO.
Okay.
You can do your thing, so you still be able to do your thing.
I'll just do TO because Top Rank. TO is on Top Rank. We're gonna do the RICO case next week. You got a week to prepare.
Well, that's gonna be some.
that boy, what Top Rank, man?
Yeah.
What Top Rank?
Yeah, y'all got a week to prepare. But I will say the charges for Teofimo is fraudulence, is perjury, is evading, and also perpetrating as an undisputed champion. But running from the smoke. Running from the smoke.
Red, Counselor Red, you got anything to add, sir?
Today I'm going to prove that Teofimo is no doubt innocent until proven guilty. I know he has a lot of things that may point to him, but we not going to be so quick to judge on him. We're going to let things ride, and we're going to see how things play out. And once we get into this case and we break things down, y'all will understand what I'm saying. He still has a chance to come out of this a good guy, and I don't want to judge him too early. So we're going to let the prosecution say what he has to say and do what he has to do to try to prove T.O. guilty. But like I said, man, it's innocence until proven guilty in this great court of the LDBC. We do not prejudge people here in this great court of the night court. We do not do those things. You know what I'm saying? The judge went to school too long to come in here and get on kangaroo shenanigans and let someone prejudge someone before anything has happened. So that's what I'll be proving to you today, Your Honor. That's what I'll be proving to you today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Counselor Red. Yes, sir.
A witness against T.O. I would love for you to come on and be a witness against T.O.
Oh shit.
Let me.
Your Honor, are you allowing this?
It's up to Your Honor. He said he would like to come to the stand. I don't mind adding witnesses because when I cross-examine my witnesses, I got a lot of questions. I just, it's up to Your Honor. Matter of fact, Counselor.
Your Honor, I'm looking through the system and Renee Box Young. Make sure y'all subscribe. Is definitely a credible source.
Definitely.
I would like. Can I approach the bench, Your Honor? Me and the defense counsel.
Yeah. Yes, you may proceed.
Okay.
Defense counsel. Now, I know you was only prepared to defend. You wasn't ready for the surprise witnesses or anything. Is it okay if we brought him on as a surprise witness? I will ask you to get your blessings in front of the judge here.
Okay. Since it's just me, you, and the judge talking, you know what I'm saying? A Judge Galvatron, this is bullshit, Judge Galvatron. He told me to come here. We was gonna have a fist fight in the alley. Now it's a stadium, and he got a gun. How am I supposed to, you know what I'm saying, defend myself? He got a gun. He just pulled out a pistol in front of the whole jury. Judge, I'll allow it.
You allow it?
I'll allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's rock, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with Renee Box Young. You know what I'm saying? He's credible. You know what I'm saying? Stay ready, pull that gun. This is a fist fight the Texas way.
Head dead.
Let's do it.
Oh, I love this court. I love this.
I'm with it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you allow it, Your Honor, I'm with it.
I'm trying to send Renee the link now.
Yeah.
Your Honor, so I think we should call for a short recess.
All right.
I'm assuming Counselor Mack is going first, right?
Yeah, I will go first. I will wait for everything to get right. Hold on just a second.
At this
Yeah,
time,
we'll
will
go.
give us time to read the jury, read the chat.
Yeah, I guess we could go and do that. I guess that's a good idea. I believe I sent it. Renee, if you could come in the chat and let me know if you got it. I don't know if I sent you. I don't know. Maybe I closed that a bit too quick. Says Your Honor, act jury members clocking in. You can send me my check to my home address. Thank you, Your Honor. Renee is a fool, yo. I can't. They saluting each other, Shade Girl. Tay said, "Oh shit." Said, "Wow, the defense is in for a long ride." I guess because he defended Teofimo. He said, "But the case is for next week." The case is well, as far as for Teofimo, no, it's that we doing that now. If you want to be a witness for Teofimo, he's saying Top Rank.
Yeah.
Nigga, you being summoned right now.
Yeah.
Is what we saying.
Yeah, I'm about to get him off. I'm going to get him off.
He said, protect yourself at all times, laughing my. He said, wear a bulletproof vest,
sweater.
You said Theo in the comments.
That's where it looked like it could catch some bullets.
Yeah,
but you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and just start. That way we can.
Yeah, go ahead. We can't hold up the jury. The jury's getting impatient.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look. As of yesterday,
I object. I was just making sure the button worked. I'm sorry. Just you know what I'm saying. You know I got to make sure we get it out early. You know what I'm saying. Okay. Go ahead. Stay ready. My fault.
As of yesterday, Teofimo has dropped the IBF title. So it is a free title. So whoever fighting Kambosos will be champion. It won't be Teofimo. So he is no longer recognized, even closely resembles an undisputed champion. So as far as evading the fight with George Kambosos, because he was the IBF, he was the undisputed champion and had the IBF title, and all he had to do was take that fight. This was his mandatory. His mandatory wanted that smoke. You went through the process of overshadowing Top Rank by going to Triller to get a bigger payday on the purse bid. They got you $6.5 million, and now you faked you so-called corona, and I hear reports coming out saying that you're doing bad, but you were spotted in Italy on vacation when you supposedly had corona. I didn't know you were able to get on planes when you had corona, but you were spotted in Italy with your fiance while you supposedly had corona, while you supposed to be getting ready for a fight that you claim you had the COVID. You know, so my opening statements is just to prove that Teofimo is more of a fraud and being fraudulent, lying on the oath about having COVID, evading the fight with George Kambosos, and portraying himself as an undisputed champion when you drop the belt. You can't be undisputed fighting for undisputed, and defending undisputed if you dropping titles. That's my opening statement, Your Honor.
Okay, Your Honor, we're gonna dismantle that whole opening statement really quick. Now, as far as the evading George Kambosos, as far as my knowledge, that fight has still been set underneath Triller's banner. If you remember, we had Triller in court a couple weeks ago behind this shenanigan, well, before the second shenanigans happened with the positive test, but they still have him slated to fight Kambosos. So that fight's not canceled. So he's still doing everything he needs to do as far as being champion. For number one. For number two, this fake false positive test that the prosecution says he has, and he went on a plane. Can I ask the prosecution a question?
Go ahead.
Did you see Tio on the plane?
We've seen the pictures of Tio in Italy.
What you seen him on?
We saw him on Boxing Egos.
No. Did you see him on a plane?
No.
Where did you see him? I'm asking where did you see
how
him?
else did he get there?
He got.
Did he swim?
No, I'm just saying, did you see him in the airport?
No.
So where did you see him in this picture that you said that you saw him? Can you break that down for me?
He has a good point, prosecutor. He really, I didn't think of that. He did have a good point. I don't know if the jury's seen it either, but if you could find that, that would be very enlightening.
Oh, no, I know the picture. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. But you saw him in the airport?
No.
Prosecution?
No.
No, you saw him on a yacht, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so if he's on a yacht, that is the perfect place to quarantine. Not only that, he's not on the lands of Italy or whatever shores you saw him aside of. He's not on those lands because he's not trying to spread an outbreak of the Delta Caesarea section. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, section Caesarea. He ain't trying to pass that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that new strain coming out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So you would say that new strain. You know what I'm saying? But when you see them, he was, you know what I'm saying, on a yacht doing the right thing. So as far as that airport talk and all that other stuff, that's canceled. You know what I'm saying? Now, dropping a title is what they are suggesting that he does. But like I said in my opening statements, he hasn't done it yet. Everything is still slated for him to fight. Now, if you would have charged him with such things as not being able to sell tickets or lying about being, you know what I'm saying, a box office star or something like that, those are things that he's guilty of. But those are not the charges here today. No, they aren't. You know what I'm saying? The charges here today are those trumped up weak charges that you try to pull up. But like I said, those are my opening statements, and I broke down, you know what I'm saying, what you had brought forth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we can go ahead, I guess, into the witness.
Your Honor, may I interject?
Go ahead.
I just would like to say, Your Honor, that the prosecution is also under oath, and Teofimo Lopez has not vacated the IBF title as of yet. He has just threatened to do so because of the fact Triller wants to relocate the September-October fight with George Kambosos in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I say no more, Your Honor.
I apologize. I read the statement wrong.
Mm-hmm. Broke it all down.
Okay.
But it was
let me just say, prosecutor, please try to give us accurate. I know it's hard, you know, in this media times. Yeah, you know, but just so it looks good in your favor, because if the defense would have came with that, would have made you look kind of bad. Luckily, it came from a juror. I'm just being honest.
I appreciate you, Drew. That's my fault. I was reading reports. You know, I'm in the boxing news every day. I should have known when it didn't come from Smoke City Mobcast.
There you go. Or Punch Junkie Magazine.
Or the Punch Junkie Magazine. I should have known. But that was my fault for listening to outside news sources. But
would anybody like to counter argue or
No,
or do
we,
you got
we
a
was going.
witness? Or
Yeah, we could bring the witness up if that's what.
What's that? We can bring the big witness up. Renee Bachun, how you doing today, sir?
now, before you go, Renee, do you promise to tell the trill, the whole trill, and nothing but the trill in the LDBC court of law?
I do.
All right, proceed.
Now, Renee Bachun, you've been following the sport of boxing for how long?
Seriously, hardcore. I would say back since, well, when I was a kid, casually, but hardcore, like really, really serious about it. I would say since 2010.
Okay. So you've been really paying close attention to this whole COVID situation in boxing, I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir.
And what was your take on the original take when you found out that Teofimo had contracted COVID-19 and the fight got pushed back?
First and foremost, one thing that I thought was, alarm bells started ringing in my head for the fact that I am witness to Teofimo's inconsistencies, and this was way before COVID. His inconsistencies before COVID. This apparent case that he has, this apparent him, being diagnosed with COVID. One of the first signs is, has he shown any paperwork? Medical.
That would be against HIPAA violations. He don't have to show medical paperwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
So
want to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to violate HIPAA. No HIPAA laws here. But seeing that he was going up against Floyd Mayweather. Then he backdoored and was going up against Jamal Charlo on Juneteenth weekend, by the way. And the fight got pushed back. Was it August?
Yeah.
Okay, but so now they're pushing it back again.
Yes. Yes.
So
now,
no, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say this, like, one of the main things that I bear witness to concerning Teofimo when this whole thing that he supposedly got COVID, alarm bells rang just for the fact that, it's a pattern with him, when it comes to people and how they act. You can tell what a person is to a certain degree by how they act and what they do, not necessarily what they say. And we can see big inconsistencies with Teofimo Lopez when you analyze what he says and what he does. If you go back just a little bit, and this is what I bear witness to concerning Teofimo, which is why I do not believe that he has COVID. And one of the reasons why is because when you go back just a little bit, when this whole talk was, with Teofimo that he was going to fight Kambosos. Apparently he was gonna, it wasn't set in stone, it wasn't official, but according to Teofimo, everybody knows the story. He went on Instagram. We know ever since Teofimo beat Lomachenko, it seems like he somewhat changed. It seems like he got kind of overconfident, and he said that in an Instagram, it's in his Instagram profile. You can go find it. Anybody can find it. It's open to the public that he was there in a gym, if I'm not mistaken. And he said that he sent a contract, that they're going to send a contract to Kambosos and send a contract to Haney. Everybody knows that was false. It was proven false by Haney and his team. They said, no, Teofimo has not sent any type of contract to us, And then shortly after that, Haney fights Linares, right? Haney fights Linares. After the Linares fight, Teofimo saying that, and his team or what have you. No, it was Teofimo, sorry, on Twitter, saying that something along the lines, I just don't remember word by word, but something along the lines of Teofimo saying that he wants Haney's head. And then around that time in the build up to the Kambosos Teofimo fight, which has been canceled approximately 2 times, postponed, Teofimo Sr., he's interviewed, right? And asked about, the Kambosos fight and Teofimo, blah, blah, blah. And then the reporter, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was by Fight Hype. I just don't recall which platform, but they asked him, so is your son going to fight Haney after this? He said, no, we're not going to fight Haney because, he's going to outprice himself. They're already making excuses. So there are lots of inconsistencies. You hear Teofimo Jr. saying he wants Haney's head. You hear him saying that he sent a contract to Haney and Kambosos. Whoever takes it first, he'll fight him. But that wasn't true. He wants his head. And then his dad turns around and says, no, we're not going to fight him because he's going to outprice himself, making excuses. Many inconsistencies is my point. I bear witness to Teofimo and his consistencies. That's why when he supposedly got COVID, I see that this is alarm bells rang, and I thought that this is the first thing I thought was, no, this is not true. Just another one of, and I say it all due respectfully, it's one of his other many shenanigans.
Okay. So it's safe to say that Teofimo does a lot more capping than he actually does showing action in getting fights done or trying to fight his opponents after the Lomachenko fight. Before the Lomachenko fight, Teofimo was believed to be the next biggest fighter in boxing because he was fighting everybody, he was knocking everybody out. Then all of a sudden, he changed after the Lomachenko fight. He hasn't fought anybody since the Lomachenko fight. Correct.
That's precise. That's precise. Before Lomachenko fight, I mean, very legit. One more thing I'd like to add, just real quickly. And this also, concerning his team, not necessarily just Teofimo, but they are as one. It's one entity. When it comes to when we talk about corporations. I think I've talked about this before. When we talk about corporations by law or companies, they are they are a human being. According to law, a company or an enterprise is seen as a human being. According to the law. So why do I say this? It's because Teofimo's team. Okay. Maybe Teofimo Jr. hasn't said it, but his dad, which consists of his team. Said that they're going to sell 2 million pay-per-views, for this main event. In that time, main event Kambosos Teofimo. Obviously, Fight Week comes around. That's another point I wanted to bring out too. Coincidentally, everybody knows the story. On Fight Week, he has COVID all of a sudden. Because we know that they wouldn't make those. They didn't even get near to 2 million pay-per-view buys. So you can just see the inconsistencies and like Stay Ready says, the capping.
Do you believe? Was it just? Hold on. Was it just the pay-per-view buys? Was it also venue tickets included in that?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
Because I heard. Well, I'm not gonna say I heard. I did hear Leonard Ellerbe speaking on it. That he has a reliable source saying that the fight wasn't selling at all. They had plenty of tickets.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
I can play the clip.
Order.
Man, objection. Leonard Ellerbe don't know shit. He out here running around talking about Tank is a star. Tank's a star. Come on.
Ellerbe has sources. He has connections. He's not lying to the public.
You cannot be out here believing nostrils, Your Honor. That's all I'm saying. That's crazy. We gonna go off the word of Leonard Ellerbe now. That's what we've resulted to.
Counselor.
He's the CEO. He's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Your Honor.
Proceed. Let them get through it, and you'll have a chance to cross-examine the witness and debunk what they said. Let's just be gentlemen about this. Proceed.
Do you mind if I want to come back? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let the defense attorney go ahead and cross-examine the witness. I'll come back. I'm gonna give him a chance to speak.
Okay.
Because I can redirect.
Any questions you got?
Yes. I have some questions for the for the witness on the stand. This is about a bullshit. Okay, so Renee, so you say you've been following the sport hardcore since 2010, huh?
Approximately.
Okay, okay. But you've been following it, you know what I'm saying, all your life prior to that, right?
Casually, because at the time I didn't have the money. I was a kid to buy any pay-per-view events or anything.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, no doubt.
But what does that have to do with Teofimo's case, sir?
We gonna get to that. We gonna definitely get to that. You know we go. You know I didn't ask you for no reason. But I do want to salute you. I want to salute you for coming on to the platform. You
Thank
know
you.
what I'm saying? And blessing us with your presence. So I heard you speak on Teofimo Lopez and his father and Top Rank. They're all a team, and they all move for one accord, even though they're on a lot of bullshit. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And how much say so would you say that Teofimo Lopez has in that whole team of people?
How much say so? That's a good question. Some time ago, Bob Arum, I don't recall. There are so many platforms where these people are interviewed on, and I do recall. I think he was talking about and it was in an interview about Bud Crawford. This was some time ago. I don't remember when exactly, but I mean, you can pull it on the internet. It's there. He was asked something along the lines of him ordering fights for his fighters. That he chooses them, and he said no. He said the fighters, they're the ones that have the voice, and they're the ones that have the decisions, and they have a lot of power when it comes to who they choose to fight. And that was Bob Arum clarifying that.
Okay, but that's still another faction in that because it is his father. So I would say, what is that? What do you want to say? A 50-50 or?
Well, I wouldn't put a percentage. I mean, I think I wouldn't put a percentage on it, but I don't see the contracts. So.
You think he has a great say-so in where his career moves?
When it comes to Teofimo, to a certain degree, I think so. I think he does. I think fighters in general, they have a lot of say-so, and right. But at the end of the day, I think that depending on the situation and circumstance, I think that the promoter, the boss, has the final word in certain cases.
I mean, because I'm underneath the notion that I know a lot of fighters, and they say I'm with my team. My team puts me in the places and I just fight. It doesn't matter who it is. I fight whoever. So would you say that could be the case in this situation? He'll fight whoever if they put him in the ring with him.
When it comes to Teofimo? Yeah.
Okay.
That he'll fight whoever. But we understand that this is IBF. This is IBF defense, right?
No, I still have other questions. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I just wanted to make sure we got that clear that you know what I'm saying. He'll fight whoever they put him in the ring with. It's just who they manage.
Yeah, but at the same time, he has called out Haney, and he's not doing what he.
Right. I understand those things. I understand those things. Okay. So let's go to the cancellation of the Triller event and my other notion of me explaining to you how much control he really does have. The Triller fight with Kambosos. How did that fight come about? Do you know that? Can you explain that to the people? Or
Triller, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Triller came and gave that offer to. The fight went up to purse bid, right? The fight went up to purse bid when it came to the official, fight for Kambosos and Teofimo. It went up to purse bid, and Triller came and bought the bag. Took the bag, and that's how Triller took control of this fight.
Okay. So since the fight basically went up to purse bid, how much control would you say Teo's had in that?
Well, he has to have some control because according to Triller, they saw him as a star, and stars are the ones who have a lot to say when it comes to certain fights and events. They have a lot to say in those situations, in those types of situations. For example, when there is a fighter who's maybe not as big as a star, because we know that star power moves a lot. As a matter of fact, I mean, this is another sport. I understand it, but when it comes to for example, UFC, Poirier, and this kind of applies to a certain degree in boxing too, because it's combat sports, it's money, it's a business. So Poirier just talked about last night, if I'm not mistaken, the post-fight press conference, and wonderful victory. Hope Conor McGregor gets better in his broken foot, whatever happened there. he explained how Conor McGregor, because of his star status, I mean, he can be out of the octagon for a long time and come back, and all of a sudden he can come and fight a champ, even though it's not really, you know, how it should be, but because of his star status, you know, his star power. So Triller, yeah.
Renee, hold on. I was gonna let the spill go, but I can't allow you to let that slide past the people. Conor didn't fight for a title last night.
No, I didn't say it was for a title, but
So
Poirier was giving an example.
He came back from retirement. He came back from retirement, and he didn't get a title fight. So that's how far star status got him. That's how far star status got him. Hold on. Now, I was just getting to the point that the fight went to purse bid. Tio had no control over who bought that. If Eddie Hearn would have bought it,
yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's very true. Yes.
Yeah, Triller would have bought it. He had no control.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
The venue of where they was going to fight at, he had no control over. Once Triller purchased that, they had rights to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you know that's for number. You know what I'm saying? We have to bring that into account. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That goes to my point of he has no control over this. The first cancellation, since he doesn't have any control, the first cancellation was that Teofimo Lopez, sir.
It was because, if I'm not mistaken, it was when it was Mayweather's event, right? Mayweather versus
No. I know what happened to cancel it. Right. My question to you is, who canceled it?
Triller.
Oh, there we go. They were guilty.
But wait a second. Hold on. I gotta stop here.
Hold on. Because it's just a question. You said it's just a question. Because they was guilty for this.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I prosecuted them and made sure that I'm trying to clean these streets up. You know what I'm saying? I made a promise to a judge and a people that I'm going to do my best to clean these streets up. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm trying to do. And I made sure I prosecuted them to the fullest extent that I could for these accusations that you were trying to charge. Oh, not you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You're just a witness. You know what I'm saying? That the prosecution is trying to charge Teofimo with today. So that's what I wanted to ask you. The first cancellation was Triller, true indeed. Okay. So, whatever events occurred, we've seen clips of that. We know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to get into those details. The second event that they had, it was supposed to be coming up. It was do a positive or a false or a positive test. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed positive.
Okay, a supposed positive. And if this is a supposed positive, do you think that this is something he had no control over everything else leading up to this, as we just explained? You think he had control over this positive test?
We don't even know if it's positive. For all we know, it could have been Tio coming to Triller saying, "Hey, you know what? We got to move this," because I got to go back to what I'm saying. So I think that to a certain degree, Teofimo can have a say. We don't know 100% what the contract says, with this whole deal with Triller, but Tio can have a say in his team, and it can be. There's a big possibility that Tio came and said, "You know what? We're gonna have to move this and postpone it too, because let's say I got COVID. Hey, how about? Yeah, okay, then let's move it. That's a great alibi for the community, for people out there, for the world. It's possible, right? It's just speculation, but we don't know 100% that you got COVID.
Okay. So
that's the doubt. That's the doubt. That's the doubt that I have. Right.
Okay. That's fine that you have doubt, but we have certainty around here, and we're going to definitely get to the bottom of it.
But was a COVID test? But my doubt as a witness is his prior, inconsistencies, which and now we don't have proof that he has COVID. There's no proof to the public. Where's the proof? That's what me as a witness. That's where I see him. We see this very skeptical.
I'm not understanding what further proof that you need. He has no control of his career.
Oh, so we just trust his word that he got COVID.
No. I'm trying to show you that he has no control over his career.
Okay, I got you.
You have just shown me, and you've definitely proven to the jury. I would like to add out that you said he didn't cancel the first fight. He had no control over the purse bid for the fight in the first place. You know what I'm saying? As far as who he was fighting, mandatory or whatnot, he had no control over that because they had his career set out since I want to say I can't even remember the guy that he knocked out and he did the first backflip. Then he fought Nakatani and Richard Comey and all this. That whole plan was set out. If you remember, it wasn't him saying that he was going to beat anyone. It was his father running around saying,
no. Teofimo Jr.
Hold up.
Okay, go ahead.
It was his father running around saying that my son's going to be undefeated, and in 13 fights he's going to be a champion, and in 14 fights he'll be undisputed, fighting Lomachenko. And that's been the plan. It's been a plan. He has no say so in anything.
No, yes, he does.
All he does is fight fighters. That's it. He not playing.
No,
but
wait. He don't
have none of that. All he does is fight fighters. Let's get this correct. Let me ask you this next question. You know what I'm saying?
Junior, Teofimo Jr. has been calling out Teofimo for a long time out of his own mouth. Junior also. Not just his dad.
That's why they get into it. They get into it because his father runs his career. That's why it's arguments going on. I'm tired of you telling me what to do, Dad. We wouldn't have these conversations if you wasn't telling me what to do, Dad. So that proves my point even more. But we're not even going. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not give you rope to hang yourself. Let's go on to the next. Let's go on to the next real quick. Okay, so it's superstars at 135. And we'll say those superstars will be Devin Haney. Of course, he's ducking Devin Haney. So you know what I'm saying? He's got to be a star. Tank Davis. Is Teofimo getting the same checks as those two guys? Renee?
I mean, I don't check their pockets. I don't know. I don't have their checkbooks.
Objection. Objection.
Order. What are we objecting, prosecutor?
What does their pockets have to do with his?
Exactly.
Let me get to it. This is why
Sustain. That I'm gonna sustain that, counselor. What does explain to us? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China, as my mother used to say?
Okay, so this is what the price of tea in China has to do. He has been trying to catch up to those two guys as far as status in the banking area, like the status he has in the ring. He has no control over his career. They have a little bit more, at least financial say so over theirs, as you can see. He just got signed. And before he got signed, he won was supposed to be an undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be, but it wasn't. But that wasn't his fault either. But it was supposed to be an undisputed fight. He won that, not getting a big check. So now he's fighting his mandatory to actually cut a big check. He's trying to catch up to the other guys in business-wise. These are things you have to do when you have no control over your career.
So if you don't mind me asking, Your Honor, because he just brought that up, and I feel like it's a moot point because Teofimo signed that contract. Devin Haney signed that contract. Tank Davis signed that contract. They're making more money. That's on you. That's on you and the team that you put behind you to sign that contract. I'm sorry if you're not making the money and you're the champion. Floyd made less money than Oscar De La Hoya is when they fought. Do you know how many fighters that Canelo fought without a belt and got paid more money than them? Just because you're champion don't mean that you're going to make more money than your opponent. So at this point, that's a moot point. He don't have the star power as those two guys. So he shouldn't make more money.
will he just resign?
It's still
And in resigning, he's been able to catch up to the average of the stars.
He's still
in the contract. Hold on. In the contract that he had from beginning, it was getting paid peanuts, pennies on the dollar. He did everything he had to do to get a big contract. He's deserving of a mandatory fight to get a big payday. So I don't understand where all this, and not having control over your career. I do not understand all the ducking talk.
No, he does. He does have some control also because he mentioned recently that he's going to vacate his title if the fight's going to be in Australia. He has some say.
This is why in the beginning of my opening arguments, if you could bring the stenographer back up, I say, I am going to prove to you that he is innocent until guilty. This is why the judge went to school for this shit years and years and puts on the robe every day.
Objection, Your Honor. This is a family court.
Yes, sir.
I'm
yes,
witness.
Sir.
I'm witness to Teofimo's inconsistencies.
Watch your language. It's correct.
It's
correct.
Teofimo is inconsistent.
I haven't cussed yet. I've been holding it in. It's
yes,
hard.
Yes.
It's hard.
Yes. Yeah.
It's hard.
We'll let you slide with hell or damn. But none of that SF and all of that stuff. None of that.
You might have to eject the defense, sir, Your Honor.
Yes.
But nah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying he obviously has time to prove himself. Now, in that time, if he doesn't, then by all means he should be. He should be guilty. You know what I'm saying? I agree. And I don't think he'd have a defense, but today, with the charges that the defense put in the beginning, see, this is why I try to give her out and say, yo, maybe we could do Top Rank too, because then it would have been a chance. But just Tio, he ain't do none of this. This is my hand up his ass. You say you didn't say the A word, I can say the A word. This is my hand up his ass. You know what I'm saying? He's a puppet. You might as well call him Kermit the Tio. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you, but I'll turn it over to the prosecution.
Yes, sir. Good defense. Good defense.
Damn good defense. Redirect. Now, you wanted to mention something earlier that the counselor wouldn't let you finish your statement when he was speaking on the COVID situation in Triller. Could you finish your statement, if you don't mind me asking? I actually want to hear what you had to say. Renee?
No, one more time. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
When he was mentioning about the COVID situation and Triller, well, when he was mentioning Triller stepping in and buying the fight, you had something extra to say, but he wouldn't allow you to say it. So I wanted you to expound on that.
I think because of his interruptions, I totally forgot because of his interruptions.
That's why you got to let the witness talk. But okay.
My apologies.
I was listening.
I mean, my main point with as witness is Teofimo's inconsistencies before this whole Triller stuff, and we can see the inconsistency in his actions now with this whole COVID all of a sudden. So it's not surprising, somebody's patterns. Yeah.
One thing about this COVID, I don't want to get into the HIPAA shit. I mean the HIPAA violations. I was trying to say HIPAA violations. I said hypocrite, but look, the HIPAA violation. Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh man, I don't know how I got hypocrite and HIPAA violations, but that's another thing. But I don't want to get into the HIPAA violations. I just want to speak on the actual thing because Red brought up a great point earlier. Red said the picture that he was on a yacht.
Somebody got feedback.
Yeah, somebody got feedback. That's you, Renee. Red said he was on a yacht And that's my apologies. I got it wrong. He wasn't in Italy. He was on a yacht. The defense agreed with that. But if he was on a yacht, that's still in violation of COVID laws. Am I correct, witness?
Yes, correct.
So if you're in violation of COVID law, you got to have a conductor of that boat, correct? Somebody to drive that yacht. Because I'm pretty sure that he's not driving it.
Very true.
And that would put that person driving that boat at danger of catching COVID, correct?
Definitely correct.
Also, he was looking like he was in shorts with his fiance having a good time. But if he got COVID, he wouldn't be having a good time, correct? He would be suffering. As they say he is doing, he's doing bad. They're saying, and the reports are coming out, even from Chris Mannix, Mike Coppinger, Michael Benson, ESPN, from Bob Brown, because Bob Brown said he should have got the shot. It's reports coming out that saying he's doing bad and he's not getting any better because of COVID, correct?
Yes, plus he's with his pregnant wife.
Plus he's with his pregnant wife. But he was on the boat with his pregnant wife. If he had COVID, he's putting his baby and his wife at danger. So
exactly.
If he
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
No, I don't object. Look, when you had just
Hold on.
what are you objecting? What are you objecting? What are you objecting? What are you objecting?
It ain't even true that that's his baby.
No, on social media, he brought it out. It's his.
We know it's his. She ain't going nowhere.
That baby girl.
But go ahead. Go proceed. Obviously, he always up her ass. She ain't going nowhere. Proceed.
So my point is if you're doing all that and all this has came to light, but now all of a sudden you're doing bad, somebody had to send you a message like, man, you're doing too much. Chill out. We got to take care of this until we get this fight taken care of. So once this fight, and everything goes down with whatever's going to happen with this fight, and they say he's doing bad. I think it's him pushing back with the false COVID results. I'm sorry, that's perjury.
Yes,
and fraudulence and all. I might agree that he might can get off on those other ones, but for the fraudulence and perjury, I can't do it because number one, he himself is coming out going against going against having a fight in Australia. So that's him saying it. But if he's doing so bad with COVID, why is he responding to Twitter?
Yep.
I rest my case, Sean.
I could cross-examine that real quick.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And anybody can jump in on this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? Can I ask the juror a question real quick?
Which one?
He right here with us. Can I ask our fella a question real quick?
Yes, sir. Juror, do you mind answering his question?
You on mute.
I do actually, but proceed.
So I know my thing about yachts, you know what I'm saying? Let me drive the boat, you know what I'm saying? All that other good shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you drive it and you on a boat, on a yacht, excuse me, a yacht, bless you. We on a yacht. It's multiple rooms. You or the captain of the boat can quarantine in their own captain quarters of the boat and not have to ever see or deal with passengers. Is that correct?
That's theoretically correct.
All right. So if you the captain of a boat and I'm paying you extra to drive us around, and you know that the people on the boat may have the Rona, and you get to quarantine in your quarters and do your thing and eat and all that other stuff, is that a part of, you know what I'm saying? Could that be done?
No. technically you have to have a crew as well.
Yeah, but the crew
And the
have their
crew
own
would
quarters.
have to be the crew have to be quarantined and protected as well with proper equipment, masks, shields, rubber gloves, um, proper sanitation with regards to wipes, and yes, all that.
Okay, but it's possible with all proper precautions. It's possible for captain to drive somebody around on the boat.
Objection, Your Honor. And the reason I'm objecting is because that's still against the law of travel laws. And if you go read the current travel laws, unless you're vaccinated, you cannot get on any boats or cruises or planes without a COVID test if you're not vaccinated. And if he has COVID, that means he failed a COVID test, so he shouldn't be able to get on those type of travel.
Wow. Good.
And to answer your question, Counselor, no, it is not possible.
Okay.
Due to the fact that the captain would also have to have a crew to maintain the boat as well, and the yacht doesn't have enough rooms and compartments for the crew to be properly quarantined and sectioned off from the possible people that have COVID.
So the only way you're saying that it is possible is if you find out you had COVID when you was already on the yacht.
Yes.
Well,
that could be a possibility.
Wait.
Your Honor.
That's all I was saying.
How you going to find out you had COVID when you're already on the yacht when you take your COVID test before you get on the yacht?
Yeah, I took the test and got on the yacht.
So you can't get on the yacht with a failed test. You got to have a positive test.
Nah, I got positive tests to get on here, but you test multiple times. You know that, right?
You don't test multiple times when you're already on the Voyager.
Nah, not on the. I'm talking about. I could test last week.
The boy said the Voyager, like
I could test last week.
Spacing out.
Get on the ship, and right before I get on the ship, test one more time, and then get on and be gone. They be like, "Oh shit, this shit dirty." Right?
Nope.
That can happen, right?
You supposed to test before.
That I just said that.
If you're not vaccinated.
Okay. I'll put it to you like this. If I'm leaving next Sunday,
yeah,
I test today and I'm positive. I turn that test into the ship people to leave. Everything's good. I test one more time next Sunday, right before I get on the ship for Triller or ESPN or whatever. I'm on the ship gone. They get my results. It's dirty. What do you want me to do?
That don't even sound.
However, that's not the procedure, Counselor.
I understand you're trying to come up with all the scenarios and everything, but once you test, you test for fight week. Why would you go on a yacht party to fight week?
Man, that's you know what I'm saying? That's the way.
No. You got to go. Even now, they still have a bubble. It's just even more lenient with the bubble, but they put fighters in a bubble when they go to a fight. So they test the week of the fight. They test you daily throughout the fight. If you test positive, you test positive. You're not going out partying and anything else. You're going to your room, you're going to work out, or you're going to get food. They don't let you have the freedom to just travel around and do things like that. Once fight week and you're at that venue, you're at that venue.
And the positive test came out
before that.
When it came out fight week?
Yeah, fight week.
Because I don't think it came out fight week. It came out a little bit before fight week.
It came out fight week, Chuck.
I don't know if that's accurate all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. Justice for the theatrics of the court. Even if it didn't come out fight week, it came out the week before. It still looked bad on him.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Things look bad. I'm not saying things don't look bad, but he didn't do anything wrong as of yet. You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah. Can I push Can I put
Teofimo Lopez test positive for COVID-19 per ESPN June 15th. The fight was June 19th. That's 4 days before the fight.
Damn.
The Zone, June 15, 2021. The Zone, June 18, 2021. The Athletic, June 15, 2021. CBS Sports, June 15, 2021. ABC News, June 15, 2021. YouTube, June 15, 2021. The Bad Left Hook, June 15, 2021. TMZ, June 15, 2021.
Okay. Can we?
TMZ is mostly always right.
Can we put I still don't feel like he's done anything wrong. So can I file a motion to put Tio under either strict house arrest or strict probation until further notice of what he does with the title and this Kambosos fight?
If he agrees to it.
You know what? If he agrees to the probation, I give him 5 years adjudicated, and I'll drop the evading charges and just charge him with the fraudulence and the perjury and give him 5 years adjudicated.
That don't sound that bad. Probation, though. Think about it.
And he also has to
Think about it, counselor.
He got to do 3 months house arrest.
He ain't got to do time.
Okay. Hold on. I got you. Okay. So after talking it over with my client, you know what I'm saying? I do not like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? We gonna throw the book at his ass. You know what I'm saying? This is what I come up with. I got you. We gonna throw the book at this nigga if he fuck up any of these fights. You know what I'm saying? He fuck up this Kambosos fight, this belt shit, all this fake ass undisputed running around. Nah, I want the book thrown at him.
If he violates his 5 years, if he violates the adjudication probation, he has a minimum sentence of 10 years.
Yes.
Look, counselor. If he vacates that IBS belt, he down for life.
Yeah,
he's coming right back here. He can't think about vacating. He can't make no wrong moves from here on. I don't want to see him back here again.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, and he has to testify against top-ranking Team Fury.
Could you make him do that? Is his life in danger if he do that from Trigger Man?
I look, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of guns out there. You saw what happened to him. He got into it with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Okay. I don't know if the court can afford protective custody for that. It's a lot of guns out there. I'm telling you. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Wait and find out. Because I don't know with that one.
All right.
I won't make him testify, but his name will be brought up.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
That's fair. All right. I guess we could do that one more. And next case on the docket. We give y'all a bonus.
All right, so hold on. You gonna get a verdict? What's the verdict? You gotta get a verdict.
Oh well. You complied to the agreement, so he's sentenced to do. He got that 3 months probation.
No, 3 months. 3 months house arrest, 5 years.
And 3 months house arrest. He's on the he got to defend that. If he vacates that belt, you got to tell your client if he vacates that belt, will you on his helmet? He is to give George Kambosos that fade, point blank, period. If not, he coming right back here.
All
right. And he's sentenced as ruled. 3 months probation. And he can't vacate the belt. Next case on the docket.
Next case on the docket is the LDBC versus Chris Colbert.
We don't got a whole bunch of time, so I'm gonna try to smooth through on my part.
Okay.
Let you know what I'm saying, let the prosecution do its thing. I'm gonna be defending Chris Colbert.
Well, let him do the charges. Let him
Objection. Actually, I have been the defense
you the
since
defense.
the
Prosecute. No.
it's
Oh
been
yeah,
on my
I'm sorry.
desk, and I haven't released that file
You
as
defend
of
it.
my knowledge. So yes, I am definitely defending Christopher Colbert, and I have a very strong case to defend him.
Okay.
But I'm very much wondering what are the charges that you're bringing up against my client?
Ben, I guess so many. Let me make sure I get the right one. The main charge I will charge him with today is going to be attempting to become the president of the Coon Platoon.
Is that objection? Is that I'm objected? Is that a charge? Is that a charge, prosecutor?
Your Honor, he is not the president. However, I will during this case I will submit and illustrate how he is a part of a club, and he does have a membership to this said club. And I will further illustrate how my client has staying on how I will further illustrate how my client is staying on code.
Yes, see, and that's why I say that's why it is a charge, because he made an attempt, a very bad attempt to become the president. And I'm a we gonna get to it. He got a defense for him. We gonna work it out. Okay, so you wanna start it off, fella? You want me to start?
You say you got a strong case. Do you want to start on defending him?
Well,
On
I
those
could start with
allegations?
I could start with my opening statements.
Yeah.
If you would like. Now, let thy record state, Your Honor. Let thy record state that my client will be addressed by only Mr. Christopher Colbert.
Oh no.
Any referencing to Curious Chris, Curious Colbert, Chris Coonbert, Lil CC, and Smack, who this nigga, will not be permitted during the duration of this case. My client is an upstanding citizen, role model, a true professional boxer. While y'all uphold Reggie champions looking like professional flossers, while his peers out buying whips and choking chicks, my client's about business, chicken and biscuits. Okay? While his peeps out here buying material things for self-ideology, my clients buying materials, boosting the local economy. Okay?
Are you flowing, counselor?
Understand, self-preservation for the next generation. You know what I mean? A professional black man that got to pro-blacks hating. He bout the culture. He bout the cars. He dyed his hair red for these males with menopause. Bars. Those are my opening statements, Your Honor.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting. Would you like to counter argue or
Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Snowball Sherbert, you know what I'm saying, came out with foolishness and shenanigans, man. Every time you first off, man, it's hard for me to do this without saying, man, all right, let me get it together. Cause Alpha threw me off. I can't say smack who is this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He threw me off. Cause I was about to say it. All right, look, man. This guy is a nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's a nobody. You know what I'm saying? He don't have his power is not good. His knockout ratio is not there. You know what I'm saying? As far as him in the whole as a boxer, is just not up to par. Now he's been on TV time after time after time again. He just came off a main event that nobody was there. They did it in the tennis court and it still couldn't sell out. The encyclopedia Elder got the tickets from a homeless man. You know what I'm saying? That he tried to give change to. You know what I'm saying? See, look, there you go right there. You know what I'm saying? I asked L-Dub how he got to the fight. I was mad. I said, why you went to the fight? He said, yo, I went to give a homeless man 75 cents, and he gave me 2 tickets to the Cobra fight. He can't sell. He's a boring fighter. Now, that's inside the ring. Now, let's go to outside the ring. The shenanigans and the stuff that he pulls against black fighters after time after time after time again, I say, what being on code is. It's not something that he believes in at all. Even after the fight, he had something to say about see L-Dub laughing because he knows it's true. But even after the fight, you know what I'm saying, he had something to say about his own people. He is under constant attack of the black community, and he must be seized with a mandatory gap for the foolishness that he pulls. The constant hate on all black superstars. Not as far as picking of fights, but the extracurricular talk that he has for them while he picks the fights. But we'll get further into that as the case goes along.
counselor?
Your Honor, I'd like to rebuttal the prosecution with, of course, my exhibits. You know what I mean? Exhibits. But first, before I get into my exhibits, I think, Your Honor, us in the jury, we need to understand who my client is with some proper foundational facts.
Yes, sir.
If you allow me to share my screen as I run through the steps. Bear with me, Your Honor, and the prosecution. Sometimes this technology is fidgety. But there we have it. If everybody can see it up on the screen, judge, jury, the prosecution. Your Honor, can you see it up on the screen?
Oh yeah, they see it. It's full screen.
Okay, there you go. We'll start with some foundational facts, as I was saying earlier, as the PowerPoint was loading up. You know what I mean? So we can get a good foundation of who my client is. You know what I mean? Because people are 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 ignorant to the fact of what my client represents and who he really is as a person. So let's break it down from the beginning. My client was the sixth born of 10 children. Okay. Now, I mean, as a 13-year-old, he became the third ranked 114 pounder. Then he became the number one ranked at 123, later winning a national title in 2015, earning, earning an opportunity to qualify for the Olympics, and then turning pro at the age of 18. Okay. Now, my client's skills were groomed in a Brooklyn-based boxing gym by the name of Atlas Cops and Kids Boxing Gym, a mentoring center for neighborhood children. That's where my client met his Mexican trainer and father figure, Aurelino Sosa, the man who nicknamed him Lil B Hop. Okay, so that's some real facts for you, for all those that are thinking that my client is half Mexican. It's just that his trainer, who he perceives as a father figure, is Mexican. So uh my client is a foundational black American, but we'll go further into his status later in the case. Now, once again, his Mexican trainer, Aurelino Sosa, nicknamed him Little B Hop, you know what I mean, after the famous champion Bernard Hopkins. Now, my client was one of three boxers featured in the Netflix documentary in 2017 entitled Counterpunch. You know what I mean? There we have it. One of three boxes. The other two boxes that were featured on this documentary on Netflix was Peter Quillen and Cam Awesome. I don't believe Cam Awesome ever went officially pro. He did fight some semi-pro fights in the World Series of Boxing, but never went officially pro. Peter Quillen has definitely been inactive. I don't remember his last fight. It's probably been at least 2 years. But we see my client has been steadily active since the inception of this great documentary that can still be found on a Netflix uh, near you. So understand, Netflix is the thing of the future, the thing of the now. Network TV isn't what it was, but Netflix is what it is. And my client was able to get his first start, I mean, to the broader public, to the broader boxing fan base through a platform like Netflix. So these are some foundational facts with my client, Christopher Colbert, as we say in French. Him being the star of this documentary, Counterpunch, where he got his name, Prime Time, because he's doing some prime time things. Now, let me move on to some more foundational facts, because there was a video circulating that caused the uproar in the boxing community, caused a big uproar in the boxing community, which had a video taken down. Now, I saw fit to do a banana tutorial with my inner monkey. I saw fit that if you was able to remove Christopher Colbert's face you could get the shape of a banana, as you see on the far right. I said, Oddfella, why don't we make this into a tutorial for kids that are having problems with Microsoft Paint? An easy way to make bananas by just removing the face of Christopher Colbert. So that's what I did. I made a nice tutorial and put it up on YouTube. But all of a sudden, I was getting calls and getting texts telling me to take it down. Of course, this video, this banana tutorial, which was for the kids, was doing big numbers. Big numbers. Because kids really want to know how to draw bananas. It's a hard thing to do on this Microsoft Paint, and I'm just making it easier. So I was very dismayed by that. I was angered. The anger turned to outrage, and I did a very coonish thing, Your Honor, and the jury, and the prosecution too. I did a very coonish thing. I blamed Wilder. I blamed the champ, Deontay Wilder, for the taking down of my video. The taking down of the banana tutorial, I blamed the champ, Deontay Wilder. Yes, I did. And you know what I did, Your Honor? I went straight to my YouTube platform and I ranted. I ranted like a bitch about things that weren't entirely true, things that weren't entirely possible. I have that rant ready for yourself and the jury to hear.
Proceed.
They took down my video. You know what I mean? Banana tutorial. The champ couldn't handle it. The champ couldn't handle it. I can't believe this shit. Somebody in the camp, they hit me up to say, yo, you gotta take down the video. You gotta take down the video. I can't believe this shit. The shit was doing numbers. The shit was doing numbers for the kids. It was for the kids. And this weak ass nigga wanna take down my video. Wanna take down my video. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Little pussy hole. Little pussy hole. You ho out here. Okay. That's enough. So that's how the rant went. Obviously, I had to take that down. That was very foolish of me and very emotional of me. But in actual fact, it wasn't Deontay Wilder that wanted the video removed or had the video removed. In actual fact, it was one, Ben Thompson of Fight Hype, two, Al Heyman, owner of the PBC, and
Objection,
three.
objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. I need to hear that.
What are you objecting?
I didn't all the way catch the video that was taken down. And the way the jury sounds like they're in the chat looking like they didn't hear the video either. Can you run that back one more time for the people so they can hear that? You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm just saying they didn't get a good ear to that. Go ahead and do your thing. My fault, baby. My fault.
Ridiculous. They took down my video. You know what I mean? Banana tutorial. The champ couldn't handle it. The champ couldn't handle it. I can't believe this shit. Somebody in the camp, they hit me up to say, yo, you gotta take down the video. You gotta take down the video. I can't believe this shit. The shit was doing numbers. The shit was doing numbers for the kids. It was for the kids. And this weak ass nigga wanna take down my video. Wanna take down my video. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Little pussy hole. Little pussy hole. You ho out here. That's all I'll play. Was everybody able to hear the audio clearly?
Yes. Thank you.
Bumpy Thompson and the jury confirmed. Everybody was able to hear. Proceed with your exhibits.
Excellent. So once again, my banana tutorial was in actual fact taken down by 1, Ben Thompson, 2, Al Heyman, and 3, my client, Christopher Colbert, asked for me to take down this banana tutorial because there's something more to his haircut, to the banana fade that we see. I was making light of his hair through the banana tutorial, but not understanding what this hair stands for, what these causes my client runs for. Your Honor, I proceed to Exhibit A for the causes. As you can see on the far left, where I was childishly making fun of my client before about his banana haircut, his banana fade, when in actuality he colors his hair blonde in awareness for childhood cancer. You see in the center where he came out in his last fight last week against King Tug. He came out donning the dyed orange hair in awareness for prison reform. When we question his manhood and his sexuality, when we see him dye his hair pink, but when he's doing it, he's in actuality, he's doing it for breast cancer awareness, Your Honor, and the jury. My client, at a young age of 24, is already about the causes. For every fight that he fights, he dyes his hair for the cause and represents that. Let's see what else my 24-year-old client does, because I know when the jury and the judge and the prosecution was 24 years old, they weren't doing things like what my client does. A young black entrepreneur that has his own fried chicken establishment, employing the people, boosting the local economy. You have to buy containers to put the food in. You have to support the local industry that supplies the chicken, that supplies the flour that you fry in, the oil, the sanitary products to use to clean the facility. This is what this 24-year-old young black entrepreneur is showing us it's supposed to be done. And representing it at a boxing level. As we look closer at the combos, the 5-piece lightweight combo, we have a 10-piece middleweight combo, a 15-piece heavyweight combo. We like the boxing theme, and we must salute our young black entrepreneurs that keep it different, keep it unique, and keep it black and entrepreneurialistic. The chicken and waffles I heard are amazing. He also has a 4-piece red velvet waffle. They say try that with the candied yams. But I digress. We'll move on to Exhibit C. Because here I will show you the connection of why he does what he does, of some of the things, the outlandish statements.
Hold on. You still on beat?
Yes, I will proceed to Exhibit
Okay.
C.
Okay.
but why he says some of the things with an unfiltered spout. Exhibit C, which I entitled On Code. Shout out to my non-confidential informant, Demetrius Soliticus, that put me on this track via the Jarrell Big Baby Miller case that we had 2 cases ago, 2 episodes ago, Your Honor. But let me break down On Code, because many people question my client of not being on code, but I beg to differ, Your Honor. I question that the validity of that statement. Your Honor, before you see the flag of the Society of the Negropeans, the Society of the Negropeans, specifically the Brooklyn chapter. You see in the center the 12 black stars, which make a circle, which represents the 12 chapters of the Society of the Negropeans. We see the black man within the center donning the European attire, which is specifically every Negropean must don at one time a Christian Dior bomber, as well as a bootcut Christian Dior dungaree. Now, the chapter president, as we see on the top, for Brooklyn of the Society of Negropeans is none other than Michael Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson, a legendary figure, but has also been known to have very insinuating comments for the champ Deontay Wilder. That is very much true. He is very much in cahoots and very much in friendship, and has a good relationship with the so-called ops that's very much under investigation in Tyson Fury, named after the legendary Michael Tyson. Yes, this is your chapter president of the Society of Negropeans, Brooklyn chapter. Moving down the totem pole, we have a long-standing member in Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Now we see why some of the reasons why he was charged 2 episodes ago for digital stalking against the champion Deontay Wilder's wife, the First Lady. He was charged and tried for digital stalking against the First Lady, against Deontay Wilder. You see the pattern that comes up from the top of the violations against Deontay Wilder, the outlandish talks. We also hear the type of statements of calling Deontay Wilder a sucker, first initiated by the one Jarrell Big Baby Miller on numerous occasions. So it's no surprise that the Brooklyn underling, my client Christopher Colbert, is now following in the footsteps of his masters in the Society of Negropeans. This is the hierarchy, and this is why he says the statements as he does, such as the statement as being a sucker. He's only being on code, and on lock and step with the narrative put forth by the Society of Negro Europeans, the Brooklyn chapter, Your Honor. I rest my case.
Yes, sir. Any rebuttal or anything? Prosecutor Red.
No. I mean, I was just gonna break down, I guess, my prosecution and everything. I was gonna use. I guess we can break down his exhibits as well. In my prosecution. No, you didn't have to put the exhibits up. No, that was fine. That was fine.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the charge that he was charged with is making an attempt for that for Negro Pings to be the president, not only of the chapter of the whole organization. And in that, I'm gonna break that down for you. Okay, so we go. The first thing that I felt broke down was his hair. Doing things for different causes. We have jail. He did something for breast cancer or whatever. Cookbook month and all that other good stuff. But none of those things were specifically for his people. These are all things that go on with just everyone. And this is his attempt to try to be a crossover star, but you have to be a star first, then cross over. The three that you put up, what was those three again? You don't have to pull them up. You can just tell me. What you said, it was breast cancer. One was for jail reform.
Breast cancer awareness, prison reform, and childhood cancer.
Okay, but he can't wear his regular hair for Black Lives Matter. Okay, so
the objection, Your Honor. He has his regular hair donned on his profile picture on the PBC website, which gets the most traffic. So he's Black Lives Matter.
No, I'm talking about in fight. I'm talking about in fight. I was talking about in fight, not a picture. I was just talking about in fight. That's more of a that shows you more that he's on that attempt to try to take over and stage a coup with the Negro opinions, like I was saying in the beginning.
Okay. Objection. My client.
Order.
My client aligns his hair with the timing of the calendar. I'm sure my client, if his fight lined up with Juneteenth, he would have donned the RBG.
That's yet to be determined. You have to want to fight on that date. And with saying that you're a Mexican doesn't look like you want that date. It looks like you want to have on.
Objection, Your Honor. I already established.
What are you objecting?
I already established. This is slandering my client. I already established in the foundational facts that his father figure trainer is Mexican, not his biological father.
I know. I didn't say anything about anyone's father or anything. What I said was you have to want to fight on Juneteenth, and thinking that you're Mexican, you would lean to want to fight on another day. Maybe a Cinco de Mayo or Mexican independence. What do you want me to say about that? That's correct.
Prosecution, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just wanted to make sure you were saying.
Your Honor.
Can I continue?
My client is a 24-year-old that doesn't control his own dates with regards to regards to who he fights next. Okay. He's given the dates and he's given his opponents as such.
Okay.
So he has to move with the whatever awareness is going on during that calendar time accordingly.
Okay. Well, like I said, that's yet to be determined. As well. Okay, so we'll break down the last thing. And the most important thing of all this, man, And this is why he had staged the coup to try to take over, and it was a failed attempt, and why he's in court today. He's on a continuous attempt to bring down all black stars in boxing. True indeed. But he's making an even bigger attempt to kill as many black people as he can. He has the what was the restaurant that you called it?
Prime time chicken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could pull that down. That's fine. We don't need that. It's prime time chicken.
There you go, right there.
Hold on. I got you. You know, fried foods is bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Fried foods is real bad for you. And in my exhibit, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? I got something. It says fried foods may cause the influence risk of disease through several key factors. You know what I'm saying? Obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, says lead author Leah Cahill, PhD assistant professor at Duluth University in Canada.
You know
what I'm saying? The processing of frying the food causes quality increase and caloric content. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll stop that. We'll stop that. You know what I'm saying? That's how hold up. You know what I'm saying? Because these you would think to yourself, this is a crossover star. This is a crossover star. He must be selling the good chicken seasoning to the other folks. Oh no. This is smack dab in the middle of the hood. You know what I'm saying? Smack dab in the middle of the hood. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So the at least we could say 90 to 95% of his customer base would be black people, correct? And
Objection, Your Honor. What
are you objecting?
He has no valid proof of the demographics of who eats at his establishment, Your Honor.
I do want to know the location. I would like to know the geographics, because that'll give me and the jury a better understanding of what he's possibly talking about or what you're talking about.
Your Honor, it's located in Garfield, New Jersey. I'm not familiar with the area.
I'm familiar with the area. It's a decent area.
And Your Honor, let the record state that he definitely hasn't established any type of ingredient, because there's a proper way of frying in a health conscious manner, which my client's establishments definitely takes heed to, frying in definitely careful manner, and definitely they have disclaimers written and stamped on their box that their fried chicken and candied yams aren't meant for daily consumption.
Do you got that? You got that? Can you show me that on the Because I know.
He has a point.
You
got a point.
You don't see that. No.
I like that though. I do like that.
That was smooth how you said it, but I'm gonna need to see that daily consumption. Can you pull that up for the people where you found that at?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, if you can allow the defense to a motion of delay due to the fact of these COVID times, we weren't able to get the packaging evidence to bring forth to you for you to see that there is labeling. There is labeling of such that.
I will hope. Let me just say, Counselor, whether it's true or not, because like you said, because of COVID and all of that, we're not gonna be able to find out the truth. I will say, for our folks, I hope it's not daily consumption. I will hope that they will have labels on it, because black folks, we
Yeah, no. That's you can pull up my next exhibit and that'll show you.
Oh, okay. All right.
That'll show you right there. You know what I'm saying? Bow. What did it say? Okay, we got for African Americans, high blood pressure often develops early in life. You know what I'm saying? The prevalence of high blood pressure in African Americans in the United States is among the highest in the world. More than 40% in non-Hispanic. Even though you might think you Mexican, he's not trying to serve it to the Mexican. It's in his hood to his people. You know what I'm saying? Non-Hispanic African American men and women have high blood pressure. For African Americans, high blood pressure also develops early in life and usually more severe. And this is what he pushing to the people daily.
Your
in and
Honor,
out, non-stop shop. Non-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? I would have called Cali to be my witness for this, but we already know that he would definitely bury this. This is what he pushed.
Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Cali is now a vegan.
Because this is the type of stuff that get pushed to the people.
Good point.
This is the type of stuff. This is what made him go vegan. Stuff like primetime chicken.
Your Honor, primetime chicken has other options for those that don't want to deal with the fried chicken.
Oh, so we would like to know, is me and the jury would like to know, is there anything healthy for us that have to make weight and stuff like that?
There is air fried waffles, red velvet air fried waffles, as well as the candied yams, as well as the mac and cheese that has an impeccable review.
Objection. His waffles are world famous for being fried, Your Honor.
Air fried.
Like, you ever had the air fry?
You got no. You got to put grease on that. You got to put.
Somebody in the jury would like to know what are the options, please. They want to know. This is for you, counsel. It's not for the prosecutor.
There definitely some other options if you don't want to just resort to the fried chicken. So you can get sides as well as like a coleslaw, a candied yam, as well as they have fresh cut fries. That's fresh cut fries.
Now the women in my family specialize with candy yams. Those ain't too healthy for you. I'm just being honest. Counselor. They're not
in moderation,
too healthy.
Judge. In moderation, Judge. I know you're in training, but it does complement. It does complement. If you were to choose the saltiness of the fried chicken, the sweetness of the candy yam definitely offsets. In moderation. You have that combination in your mouth that definitely quenches the palate, and that's what my client why he has that on the menu, because he has the palate in thought of the African American, and he's trying to bring as well as the African American palate to the white American palate, to the Mexican American palate, the Asian American palate as well.
Hold on. Let me finish. Because this.
They said the jury is hungry. Quick recess. No, I'm joking.
That's what I'm saying. This is too many palates that we talking about. He's trying to destroy the community. I just gave you the facts. 40% of African Americans suffer from high blood pressure.
And he didn't even do the diabetics.
And he out here slaying. I showed it. He's slaying. All he doing is slaying high blood pressure. That's what he doing.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. What are you objecting?
The black communities are filled with liquor stores on corner to corner.
They are not in court today.
Are filled with establishments that don't serve and have proper produce, different type of meats that are butchered in a proper fashion.
Can I propose a question?
That don't have vegan options.
Can I propose a question?
This is what's causing the 40% percentage that the prosecution is alluding to,
Okay,
not
okay. Let me
primetime chicken, Your Honor.
hold on.
Okay, all
See,
right. Let him
this
rebuttal.
proves my point. This is great because I can ask him a question for his objection. Okay, it is true that what you said, the neighborhoods that we live in do not have the proper things to eat healthy. Correct. Why would you, as a up and coming star with money in your pocket, add to that? You add to that because you're trying to stage a coup to be president of the Coon Squad. That is why you do that. That is why it's multiple different options for you to try to kill yourself in his restaurant. That is why when a microphone is in his face, he has no choice but to say something against any black fighter.
Wow.
For those reasons. Most importantly, he also has another thing in the hood, and this is where it upsets me and it turns my stomach, and it should have been first, and it was kind of in between the food that he puts out. But I want to talk about the babies. The babies the lives that he's trying to lie to and destroy. This guy says he has a football team. You see, don't laugh at me.
This has nothing to do with the case.
No,
This got nothing.
no, this is a part of the Cool Squad. You know what I'm saying? He has a football team for youth, and I have yet to see a kid in a pad yet. All I seen was 12 to 16-year-olds.
It was for the access. We know that. He lied.
I haven't seen a pad yet.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
We know that.
It was going through a walkthrough. It wasn't a full out exhibition game. It was just a scrimmage.
They didn't even have football pants.
Proceed.
They didn't even
Proceed.
have football pants on. And we all know if you're gonna be running around doing walkthroughs, you at least have to have your pants on. They didn't even have cleats. He's ruining lives.
Your Honor, there's no establishment of if the team had cleats or not. The fact of the matter is that my client has a team, a football team that he established in his hood, in the hood in Brooklyn, where football is not really, I don't think a big sport, a highly received sport. Especially in the areas. I don't believe there's much areas in Brooklyn that would suggest that you could be playing in open fields and whatnot. I don't know the urban fundamentals of people even play in the streets like that, play football just in front of the streets because of the amount of traffic. I don't think that it's
But there's parks and stuff.
Yeah,
There's parks and stuff.
Objection. I know of a two-hand touch two-hand touch football league in Brooklyn right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say because parks is pretty big.
And one day, my client has the aspirations to bring his team and bring people from that team into that two-hand touch league. My client, not only does he have his own establishment that employs people of the community, boosts the local economy by buying other materials. He also has his own team uplifting the local neighborhood kids that could be doing other elsewhere, being corner boys on the local block. Instead, they're getting mentoring, learning a sport that they might not been able to learn through the goodness and through the establishment of my client, Christopher Colbert. And these were the narratives and some of the fundamental teachings that were brought down by some of the longing members of the Society of Negropeans. There is no political coup There is no try to uplift the legend Mike Tyson, who has been a foundational character for decades. For decades, we see what Mike Tyson can do when he decides to fight. The world stops. We see when Mike Tyson comes out for a weigh-in, the world stops, and the networks even stop for it. This is the president of the chapter of the Society of Negropeans, and the prosecution will sit here and let you think that my little old client, the Brooklyn underling, Christopher Colbert, is trying to start a political coup and supplant the legendary president, Michael Tyson. That's just not the narrative, Your Honor. He's getting proper advice and proper education and fundamentals for him to live on and establish his future life after boxing. That's why he has the businesses, doing the goodwill for his community. We cannot forget that. We need to look aside about the so-called statements, because I established where those statements come from. They come from the top. Mike Tyson, once again, does not have a particularly good relationship with the Pan-African. Once again, he's now come out and claimed his Edo warriorship rights, and Negropean like Mike Tyson definitely does not appeal to that. That's sucker shit. So from Mike Tyson down to Jarrell Big Baby Miller, right down to my client Christopher Colbert, he will utter the same words, but there's no inkling, or there's no chance that my client is trying to supplant the legend. He's just not of that status. The torch is not of that, will not be passed in that fashion. The fundamentals and his history and the rituals that the Society of the Negropeans have conducted and established over the centuries will not allow for this type of political siege to happen. So that is absolute poppycock that the prosecution is uttering. I rest my case, Your Honor.
I was gonna say, do you have any last before we render verdict?
Yes.
Prosecutor Red.
In my closing, and I'm gonna make it real quick, real simple. How I can show you that this is the he tried to stage this coup, and we're gonna do a quick little timeline. Okay, Mike Tyson does not own any businesses to kill black folks like Chris Colbert does with the chicken business. So that was the first stage of the coup. After that, he gets on all these platforms. He's cool with like how he says in his exhibit, he was an underling of Gerald Big Baby Miller, and that was cool. Big Baby Miller took himself out the game with the foolishness and the accusations of steroid use. So now he's out the game. So he already took that spot. You know what I'm saying? Now Big Baby Miller's under him. He's underneath Zab Judah. Zab Judah showing big love. And this is where the coup comes in at. He says the foolishness about Wilder. Doesn't sell big on this fight. So fight in California. Zab Judah shows up. Mike Tyson doesn't. The coup's been set. The line's been drawn. What side you going to be on? Mike Tyson's still in the game. He's not going to give up his title. And you notice this because on Mike Tyson podcast, you have yet to see Zab Judah there since the fight. maybe it's punishment for choosing the wrong side when it's a coup going on. All in all, Mike Tyson's still the president, like you said, because he put that fire out real quick. Chris Colbert, you're only 24. How dare you try to throw a rock at the throne? And we'll go ahead and close it off with that.
Your Honor, for the record, there's scheduling conflicts with Zab Judah. Therefore, he will not be able to be on the hot boxing with Mike Tyson until maybe another couple months.
Yeah. After your suspension for what you did.
However, it has nothing to do. With showing up for and supporting a fellow Brooklyn fighter.
Yeah.
It'll be noted. Let's get ready to render this verdict, and and we'll get back at everybody next week. So in the case of Chris Colbert versus the almighty LDBC, case 21.25, we find Chris Colbert guilty. Find him guilty. I felt like it was definitely an even case, but a lot of good points was made on the prosecution's end. You had a lot of great points too, and I like the accuracy. But he kind of countered everything that you did, and you kind of was getting at him in your exhibits, counselor. Kind of getting at your own client in a way. Well, good case.
Hey, yo, Act.
Yeah.
Who is this nigga? I didn't say smack. I should have said that. I should have said Act. Who is this nigga?
You idiot. Let's get ready to close this one out. This is a good one, y'all. A little long. I gotta let y'all know about next week, though. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I might have to do some things next week. Might have to postpone Night Court. We'll see. We'll see how things go throughout the week. Great defense on that one. See? Even he said. Let's get ready to close it out. Cadillac Red, tell the people where they can find you at. Salute to Mac. He was on earlier on the first case.
Shit, man. Y'all already know, man. It's the usual suspect. Ting. You know what I'm saying? Salute KG 503. Motherfucking stay ready. Fella Act. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking yeah. I like this Night Court shit, man. This Night Court shit it be fun, man. Sundays and shit, because you don't never know what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because our fella be doing slick shit, pull shit down off the internet that he put up.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect him to pull up the menu. I expect him to have a picture the primetime chicken thing. I expect him to show the logo. I didn't think he was gonna have a picture of the menu. Let me tell you something, bro. Now that court is over, court is adjourned. That menu do not sound healthy, bro. That menu sound like a diabetic coma, high cholesterol. Look, it's all the stuff I love. I hate to admit it. And then you talk about them yams. I might have to go to Garfield, New Jersey. As messed up as it sounds, he just told us how it was going to kill us. But I got to check that out, though. Them air fried waffles, I got to see what's popping. Can I get the heavyweight? Because I know you do your size menu by like weight classes. Can I get a heavyweight chicken and waffle Colbert?
Let me ask Red this question. How much times you get carry out, bro?
For somebody that was preaching it, right?
You, nigga.
Yeah, he said how much you get carry out. How much you get carry out.
And we don't even got carry out here. It's takeout. So I'm talking to you, DC nigga. I'm talking about some DC carry out, nigga.
Okay. How often do I get DC carry out? Whoa, once maybe once a week. Once a week hard. You know what I'm saying?
Some healthy shit, huh? And this nigga out here hating on primetime chicken.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Nah, he did wrong. He did wrong. You got some shit. You sitting on the gold mine, and we supposed to be putting your shit up over Popeyes, but you want to be a fucking dickhead, so fuck your chicken.
You idiot. You done say give me your last red, yo, y'all idiots. Yo.
Yeah, man. Nah, salute to the LDBC, man. Usual suspect team. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Stills, man. Tell the people where they can find you at, man. Salute, man. This was a good one, man. You was hilarious, man. You and Red is crazy. Can't mess with
Salute,
y'all.
salute, salute. 20th episode, y'all know what it is. Tuesday act, yeah, we got one
Oh yeah.
coming
I
out
remember.
9 p.m. Eastern time. Come over to the War Report, the Odd Fella right here on YouTube. We doing a Fly Connect listening session. He dropping some new music on us, you know what I mean? So come on through, to some good independent, you know what I mean, hip hop, you know what I mean, new wave music, you know what I mean. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated Odd Fella. Salute to the whole LDBC. It's a usual suspect ting. Big up the chat. And I'm Gizon.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm really going to go to that restaurant. I'm gonna see what's up.
Please let me know. Let
I'm
me
gonna
know.
go up there. I might do a review on Lil B Hop's restaurant. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You know what? I gotta hit up the brothers. Maybe the brothers might want to go to that. Maybe the brothers. You might have to see what up with Drew and Blue and see what they think about that. That's not a bad idea. I don't know why I never thought of that before. But salute to everybody that was in the jury. Salute to Renee. He came through and was a guest witness and all of that. And Stay Brady's case. Salute to Mac. Salute to my bro Cadillac Red. I don't know what he was on today. Cadillac Red had me cracking up like I was on I don't even know, like I inhaled secondhand or they snuck me an edible. Like real talk, he had me crying. Yo, you was bugging out today, bro. But salute to him and Jay Steele's always a good combination when they go at it. You know what I mean? And they differences of opinions on the case. They always too got something there that I don't expect them to have, like a talking point that I don't expect them to have. They always, you know what I mean, catch me with that. So I gotta give them respect and credit for that. Appreciate them, you know, week in and week out. We all hold each other down. Salute to the usual suspects. Salute to the mighty LDBC. It's your boy, Ack Reacher, Judge Galvatron. Court is now adjourned. Never steer you wrong. Salute to the LDBC, the full Berserk Clan, the usual suspects. We out of here.